Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I am excited to be here with you, and we have a guest who has a whole list of things that she needs to cover with us today. Lots of activities going on this summer and the rest of the spring, so we have a lot to talk about. But I want to start by saying thank you to all of our sponsors. You'll see those scrolling in the corner now, just to give them a little extra love for allowing us to have this show and give everybody the platform to talk about all of the great stuff going on in Muscatine. But shout out to our sponsors, R7, Lutheran Living, who is having, it happens to be Nursing Home Week, so give them some extra love this week. Both the residents and the staff that work so hard there. CBI, Toyota of Muscatine, Impact Athletic Performance, Suntan City, Muscatine, Unity Point Health Trinity, Muscatine, and Hy-Vee, of course, because we take over their market grill every single day, and they are so gracious about that. So I am excited to jump right in. We have Nicole with us this morning, and she sent me a whole list of things last night that we have to talk about.
It was a long list, I'm sorry. And I brought notes,
don't be
like
sorry.
There's a pile of stuff because I didn't want to miss anything.
Right? I planted your notes right here too, so we wouldn't get too off topic, but there is a lot of stuff going on at the Y, and all the summer programs are getting like kind of kicked off, and people are starting to sign up and all of that stuff. So where should we get started? Well, let's start with the torch run, because that happened.
It did. It just happened yesterday, and it was absolutely awesome. It's a yearly event that they hold. It's a fundraiser for Special Olympics.
Yep.
They raised well over $10,000 with the help of the Muscatine Sheriff's Department.
That is amazing.
So they did absolutely fantastic. Some people probably saw the jars. There was a jar here at the Starbucks at Hy-Vee. There was a jar at Tees that I put a few dollars in myself. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Jason Miller told me that Tees alone raised like over $1,500 in their donation jar, and they donated all of their tips. And
very cool.
It's one of those awesome examples of the community coming together and really doing something awesome and helping to keep Special Olympics alive, because they've kicked off their programming again, and they're back up and running with activities and athletes practicing and all those things.
Oh my gosh, I love that program so much.
I do too. It's a really fantastic
option. Athletes get so excited.
They do.
And they are like legit. Like,
right.
They get competitive, and like it's like game on. Like when they're in the mode, it's like, get out of my way, I'm like competing. So
and talk about cool. Genuine happiness, and they're so proud, and they should be, right? But they're fantastic.
It's awesome. I think we have a couple pictures from the event, so we definitely want to pull those up and share some of those, because wow, what a cool event. Look at all those people.
They had a great turnout, and I'm glad the weather cooperated. Typically they would ride a further distance. They ride, in the past they've ridden their bikes all the way to the Riverside. Wow. But this year they opted to stay in Muscatine, and they had a police escort the whole time. So if we block traffic or anything, we apologize. But
it's for a good cause.
Really good cause, and it was an awesome event.
That's awesome. It looks like great turnout. $10,000. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
And much needed. We've talked about this a million times on the show, but I mean, the last year people have had to put off fundraising and had to get really creative, and so I'm sure that was much needed for Special Olympics getting kicked back off, and those athletes, it's so important to their, I mean, they love that. They look forward to it.
They do, absolutely.
Very cool. So what's next? Summer program?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So summer details are coming in now, and every program director at the Y has put together their information. We will kick off our registration for summer on Monday the 24th.
Ooh.
So just
that's like right around the corner.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Summer coming.
I know. It doesn't even feel quite like May to me yet.
It's gonna freeze tonight, but summer's right around the corner.
Hide your plants, cover them somehow, right?
I'm like, dang it, I'm gonna wait until after Mother's Day so that I don't have to do that again this year, and then Like, surprise!
Yeah. So we know that so many parents are trying to plan activities for their kids.
Yep.
So we're thrilled with the problem that our summer kids club is already filled.
Oh my gosh.
And we have a waiting list. So if you still need childcare, call and get put on the waiting list.
Yep.
No promises, but we're trying to work people in as schedules become more apparent. You know,
Sure.
Plenty of people don't need full-time daycare in the summer. They just need a few days here and there, or a few days a week. So we're trying to coordinate all those schedules for everyone and get as many people in as possible. But they have some field trips planned. They have some fun stuff going on.
Always fun.
And even if they're stuck at the Y, so to speak, there's a lot of really good stuff to do there too. So.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they're full already. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's great.
It's a great problem, but it's nice that there's so many.
Well, get on the waiting list if you haven't already, and then hopefully things will kind of even out. And, I mean, because there's sometimes those parents sign up and then it's like, oh, well, I only actually need it Tuesday and Thursday or something like that.
Correct. So. Yep. They do also have. We have a few other youth and teen programs that have already been uploaded to our website. Ooh, okay. So even though some of the regular things like swim lessons and things you can't sign up for until May 24th, at least you can view the schedule of like the teen programs, for example. So you can figure out what your teenager might be doing, and if you have somebody in that kind of tween age that needs something to do during the day, we have lots of free programming for them. There is no need to sign up for that programming. It's available to anyone in the community.
Cool. What's the age for that, like tween kind of programming?
So
do you know?
generally it's middle school and older, but different classes or different programs have different age ranges. So again, it's all on our website. If you go to the youth and teen programs on the WISE page, we have a cool kind of a booklet that's been uploaded, and it has fishing is included in there, cooking club is included. There's a boys club, there's a girls club, there's something for everyone.
There is a lot of clubs.
Those are on there now to help parents with some of that early planning. And then everything else will be uploaded in the next couple of weeks. Like I would say, check the website starting next week or the end of next week, and we'll slowly get everything uploaded.
It takes time.
It does. We'll do it as quick as we can, but everything will be live and ready by the 24th when we register.
Ooh, so awesome. Very
good stuff.
Cool. Yes. Everybody's looking for ways to keep their kids, the teenagers, from just sitting around at home all day, all summer long. So this is a great start to do that. So pool.
The pool. Did you know that May is National Water Safety Month?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you can add it. Sometimes you have,
Yes, I need to add that.
National days and events and things. I love those things, by the way.
There is a national day or month or week for pretty much everything. I love it, though.
Everything.
I love it.
Well, May is devoted to water safety. So
that's important.
Whether you have a pool at home, like so many people do, especially after last year and COVID and everything, whether you have a pool at home or whether you want to come back and utilize the WISE pool, or whether you're interested in swimming lessons or whatever it might be, I would encourage you to check out our website for some information about pool safety.
Yes.
And do a little research on your own, especially if you have kids at home, or if you have someone who's going to be using a pool maybe for the first summer in a different environment. It's important to remind everyone about pool safety rules. And we certainly don't want to scare anyone, but drowning is real, and it's terrible, and it's preventable. So we're trying to do our part to spread the word about.
Yes. So I'll tell you a little story, because we have so much time with this list of things. So this isn't like a child or anything, but I heard commotion in my backyard. We had our solar cover on our pool, the whole works, and I heard like commotion. So I went out back, and our dog, who's a boxer, had gotten into the pool, and she was like she was panicking. And because the pool cover was on, I think she thought she could walk out there. And I don't even know, she must have jumped up over top of because we have a gate, like we keep it locked up, but she had to have like made the jump. And it was horrifying. Like I had to jump in after her, and she was all tangled up. And obviously it was scary because I love my pets, but I thought to myself, like, what if that was a kid, or, like, who isn't as strong? I mean, our boxer's like built. She's pretty strong, and I have no idea how long she was out there or whatever, but she was really paddling, and it just was eye-opening. I mean, what if that was a kid that got stuck? And it is easy to even with the covers and stuff on it, you're like, you know, to
Yep.
mistake that for a thing that they could just walk out
Yep.
on, or,
Yep.
you know, I don't know. So that was eye-opening, that you do need to pay attention and make sure your kiddos know. And
Yeah. And knowledge is so important
Yeah.
because it happens so quickly.
It does.
So,
and
whether
luckily
or
we
not-
had cameras, and I heard the commotion and
Yep.
stuff like that, but
Yep.
it does. It
And whether or
happens
not you can
fast.
train a dog, at least we can educate our children.
I think she got scared enough.
Oh,
And
poor
she's
thing.
like, she's a horrible swimmer.
Oh.
She just like, we try to bring her in to like get her, and she just like, every time she like jumps in and she's like stiffens up like a board. I'm like, oh, Piper. There's no doggy paddling for her most of the time. But, but anyways, it is important, and it was eye-opening for us. It wasn't a kiddo or anything, but it was eye-opening. Like, that could have been a kid or
Yes.
something, and
Yep.
got tangled up, and who knows. So
Yep, absolutely.
it made us do some other extra things around the pool to make sure there was
Yep.
safe things going on. So, youth programs.
Yes. So sports camp registration is open. We're
Yes.
bringing that back this summer. There's 2 different dates, so it's a full week long of activities and lunches provided. It's all morning long. So if you're looking for something for your kiddo to do this summer, sports camp is available in June and in August, and that's actually available on our website now as well.
Ooh,
because
cool.
again, we know parents want to plan for summers,
Right.
and they're trying to get things in line, and
Yep.
which kid is going where on which day and what camp is going on. So
tell me about sports camp. Like, I mean, like what?
well, I have a whole flyer here in my pile of notes. What would you like to
Yay!
know?
I don't know. So what sports do you cover? Is it like a mixture, or you sign up for specific sports?
No,
or
so
how's it work?
during the week-long program, it's Monday through Friday,
Yep.
and they practice sports all week long.
So just different ones.
Floor
That's
hockey,
fun.
soccer, kickball, all basketball.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes gaga ball. Sometimes it's a
Just a
little
bunch.
bit of everything.
That's kind of cool, because it kind of introduces them to a bunch of different things, especially at that young age where they're like, I don't know what I like. I don't know what I don't like.
Yeah, and it's for
Very
first
cool.
through 6th graders. So it's a
Cool.
big age range. Sometimes
Yeah.
they divide the groups up into 2 depending on how many are there. Sometimes everyone's together. More
Yep.
more details as kids get signed up. But
Yeah.
again, lunch is included. It's a ton of fun.
When?
It's from, I'm looking at the times, 8 until 12:30.
Very cool.
That Monday through Friday that you sign up. So it gives something for the kids to do. Get everybody out of bed, get everybody to the Y,
Yes.
and get active right away.
I love it. So, do you need to be a member to sign up for that program?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, absolutely not.
Cool.
Yep, you can sign up online now, or you can call us and we'll get you signed up over the phone, whatever you'd like to do. But
I like that one.
it's
I
a lot
think
of fun.
Hanley would like
It's
that.
a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell her to bring a friend.
I'm getting all
Start
sorts of ideas.
signing up.
Yeah.
Still speaking about youth programs, in my pile, I also have Amy Hessel is really good at putting together this teen newsletter.
Ooh, yes.
And this is going to be mailed out later this week.
Okay.
So check your mailboxes,
Yep.
or we'll upload it on the website and it'll be available. Most of this program is out there as well
Yep.
now.
Okay.
So again, this is kind of that fishing, the cooking club, the art factory. There's indoor cycling. There's disc golf. There's
Oh my gosh,
so
yeah.
many things on here for kids to do. So it's always one of my. I'm going to go off on a tangent
Yeah.
now too, because we have so much time
Yeah.
with all these flyers.
Yes.
So it's so easy to say, oh, there's nothing for kids to do,
Yes.
or there's nothing to do in Muscatine, or we have to travel to some extravagant camp hours away or something. But
Yep.
there really is a ton being offered, and a bunch of it is at our Y, and a bunch of it is other places too
Yep.
in Muscatine. Like there are all sorts of options. You have to be, open to ideas and
Right.
do a little research, or call us and we'll set you up with whatever information you need. But
Yes.
there's a lot
There's
of good
to
stuff
do.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I
Yep.
agree.
Yep.
It's easy to say that. I mean,
It
we
is.
all do it.
It is. I'm guilty of that
I
sometimes
sit
too,
here
right?
and listen to all sorts of things, every day that's going on, and I'm like, oh, I'm bored. What are we gonna do this weekend? Well, there's a lot to do.
There are lots of options.
Yes.
Yep.
And this is a whole. I mean, it's literally double-sided.
Yeah.
Just back to
And I
back.
folded it so it fit. Look at
Yeah.
this. Like it's even.
Yeah.
It's huge.
It's huge. There's a lot of stuff on there.
So all sorts of good stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
And adult classes, we talked about the silver sneakers thing with Amy when she came on.
Yes.
And it was like filled up in like 2 seconds.
It was amazing. Yeah. So for social distancing purposes, we have a max of 18 in the class, and it's been filled up every single time that we've had an option. So because there was so much interest, we started a second class.
Oh, cool.
So
Good.
there's one class that meets at 10:10 until 11, and then the next class starts at 11:10 until noon.
Oh,
So there
cool.
are
So
two
there's two.
silver sneaker classes.
Nice.
If we have enough interest, we'll continue those, and enough people and enough space and enough all of that. But
yep. Keep everybody out nice and safe.
That's exactly right.
What else? Oh, Tai Chi is back. I saw that.
Yes, and Flow and Restore Yoga. That's another one that a couple of instructors weren't ready to come back until recently, but now they're back, and class is fabulous. And so,
Awesome.
yeah, a lot of things really are like. It's nice to see a little bit of normalcy and a little bit of
more of those classes coming back.
absolutely, and not just here, but even as I walked into the Market Grill this morning, I'm noticing all of these groups of people sitting together, and they're not wearing masks, and they're socializing, and they're dining, and they're doing what they and like all of that is a little bit heartwarming and a little bit reassuring, you know, that it's Yep.
It's like,
it's not over. It's not over. But
not.
we're making progress in the right direction, which is huge.
I agree. Yes.
Yep.
What else? Oh, you're hiring?
We are. We are. I feel like lots of places are hiring.
A lot of places are hiring.
A lot of places. So we are looking for, we have a list on our website. So again, I would encourage everyone to go to our website. It's muscatiny.org. Go check that out, because there's a plethora of information out there, way too much maybe.
Yes.
But yes, we are hiring. We're always looking for lifeguards and our front desk, like a welcome center, as well as building supervisors who kind of literally walk the building and make sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing. And
everybody's safe and sound.
Absolutely.
And the kids are behaving.
Yep, exactly, exactly. So there's always plenty of part-time positions. There are also, the last time I looked, there were still a couple of summer positions available, like for youth activities and things too. So
that'd be a fun one.
That's a real fun one.
Yeah.
So all of those things fluctuate a little bit, but I would encourage someone to check the website and see what's out there, and then turn in an application, and
off you go.
We are hiring.
Yay! What else? Oh my gosh. The locker rooms are open, but everything's still continuing, keeping everything safe and sound. We kind of talked about that a little bit.
Yes.
Things are getting, more back to normal, but everything at the Y is still safe and sound, still doing all those extra precautions.
And again, to that same point of, things getting back to normal, I've actually taken a few phone calls this week, and I don't sit at the front desk typically, but if I'm getting the phone calls in the back, I'm certain that the front desk is getting them as well. And there have been several phone calls of people who said that I'm now vaccinated and I haven't been back to the Y in months, but I'm curious about coming back. And so some very basic questions like, is your facility open, and are you social distancing, and are masks required, and so all of those things. So yes, we require masks in the common areas of the Y. Yes, we're disinfecting and cleaning like crazy. We actually disinfect the pool every single hour. We disinfect the remainder of the building at least 3 times during the day, sometimes more. There's all sorts of safety protocols in place. The locker rooms are open. Classes are back up and running. The steam room and sauna are operational. Like all of those things are. Everything's really. It's getting better, and it's such a relief.
Yes.
Like it's awesome. And relieving. Like that's the best word that I can find to use for it. Like it's just.
It's nice.
Yes.
It's nice for sure.
Yep.
So Big Brothers Big Sisters is looking for bigs.
Yes.
I am excited. So I went through the first parts of I filled out the application, and I went through my interview.
Okay.
And so now I'm just they're looking for the match process. So I'm super excited.
Yeah.
But it was very easy. And they're looking for bigs right now.
Yeah.
I know last time I talked to the girls, they had a list of littles that needed bigs.
Yep.
And now that things are kind of opened back up a little bit, and you're able to see your little in person, they're really trying to get those filled.
Yep. And they anticipate that next year, so there's a school-based mentoring program and a community-based program, and they anticipate that next year the school-based program will also be normal.
Right.
But that's a wonderful benefit too, that mentors can meet with their mentees or with the littles in classroom activities and in the gymnasium at school and during study hall or something to help with extra reading, or what you can go to the library, you can go to the computer lab, you can do all sorts of other things. So all of that is a benefit.
And check with your employers, because especially that school-based one, a lot of employers in town, especially some of the bigger corporations too, really support the program and allow, you know, their employees to go and actually do that during the day for that school-based program. So check into that if it's something that interests you. You never know if maybe your employer would support you in that venture and let you go and meet with your little during the day. So
and it really is, it's just an hour a week and it makes such a difference. And you don't have to do anything absolutely astounding or mind-blowing or earth-shattering or any of those things. It's just spending time with someone and having a conversation with them and developing a relationship so they have a positive role model. And so many of us could use that, myself included,
I'm like,
right?
Can I get a big? Oh, Chris is going to be my big. Yeah, that's so sweet. But yeah, I mean, it is. It's we all need a friend, and that's really all it is being a friend to someone and being that support system.
We have kind of we kind of have a cool display at our Y right now too. So if anyone's coming through the Y, in the just past the front desk, it's still in the lobby area, there's a trophy case, and Lindsay and Big Brothers Big Sisters have put together a spotlight of the newest matches. And so there was a new match that was just made last week, and it was someone that they had that list of littles that you mentioned, and folks that are little ones that are looking for a mentee. One of the things that I love so much about that program, by the way, is that they don't just put number one on this list and number one on this list and put them together. They look for common interests, and they look for things.
They ask me a lot of questions about what I like to do, and you know, like all of those things, like what I don't like to do, and what would make me uncomfortable, and if it would make me uncomfortable to be with a boy or a girl, or I mean, all of the questions. So they really do.
That makes those matches last so much longer, and those relationships are so much stronger that way. I think that's awesome. But this display that we have, I'm jumping all over the place now, and we still have a pile of paperwork.
But it's cool.
But the display shows then the progress and how we're filling those matches, and so it's a really cool visual. I've heard that there was another match that was just finished yesterday, and so I hope today we can put up our second picture, and then there's just 2 more slots left for this little display, and then of course the list keeps going, and we always need more bigs. So
I want my match, you guys.
I'm excited you're going to be a big. Thank you.
That's awesome. I'm excited to hear.
That's really cool.
And get matched up. So, but it's important that the match is a good match and will be, like you said, a lasting relationship, and it'll fit well, and not only will I feel comfortable and we'll have things in common, but they'll feel comfortable as well. And I'm loud and obnoxious and all of those things. So if someone's super quiet, that could be, and fun, of course, but that could be overwhelming to someone who's really shy. So we want to make sure that we're taking all that into consideration.
Absolutely.
I would just be like, I want to be everyone's friend, but we know that's not like what we should probably do. So what else do we have to talk about? The lip sync battle is coming up.
It is. Yes, that's in June. And I have a flyer of that one too.
Yes.
What would you like to know? Amy talked about that one.
Talked about it a little bit. So we don't have to go in complete detail, but it's a good reminder that people can still sign up to do the battle if you want. Or you can go and watch, of course, as well, if you want to just be in on the action in that way. But I hear it's really fun, and people really get into it. And
ton of fun.
And they, like really get into the costume and the whole thing.
So I shouldn't scare anyone away, but I think I've been a spectator every year, and my daughters would probably kill me for saying this, but they've drugged me up on the stage at least twice, and we may have performed Ice Ice Baby on the lip sync battle, and it was epic. It was if I do say so, it was.
Good.
I'm joking. I don't want to scare anyone away, but it is a ton of fun, and even someone who we would prefer that everyone sign up beforehand, because then we can make sure we have your music, and then we kind of know how to plan the evening and the event, right?
Yeah.
However, for the scaredy cats like me who are like, I don't know if I really want to do it, and then my kids twist my arm, and I'm like, okay, fine, it'll be fun. Let's pay some money for a good cause, and let's get up there and sing our hearts out, right? So we've totally done it, and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's fabulous. It really is. It's all for a really great cause, and the energy is fantastic, and I'm excited that it's at the Brew again, because they have a great setup and a great location. So,
and it's going to be beautiful out, so everybody can be outside. And so even if you're not participating and you just want to go and watch, some of the proceeds for food and stuff could also go to a great cause, so that you're still benefiting the Y and those programs by just coming and having a bite to eat and enjoying some drinks while you watch all of those people perform. And
and if you know someone fun,
I don't know anyone.
You would be perfect. If you know someone fun, or if you have a group of coworkers that wanted to get together, those are sometimes the most amazing.
Chris said that he would be my big, so maybe we could do that as our first outing together.
I like it. Are you in?
Oh. Yes, he's my big, so I think
it would be good bonding.
Yes, very good. Yes.
Very good. Yep.
He won't pass the interview. True.
It's a ton of fun. So I would encourage anyone to get a small group of people or a big group of people together, whatever you want, but rally up a few friends, whether you want to dress up or you want to come in your regular work clothes or whatever in the world it is. It is a really, really fun night, and it's worth checking out. There's no doubt about that.
For sure.
And there's no age limit either. We have really, really young, amazing performers who I think are probably like 6 and 7 and 8 years old.
Oh my gosh.
And then there's been a woman who has been fabulous, and she's a regular. She's been there, I think, every year that we've held this event, or at least the last several. And she's well over 70. Maybe over 80. I don't know for sure, but she's
legit.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She's amazing.
Wow.
She sings her heart out.
Love it.
It's lip sync, right?
Yeah.
It's fine. Anyone can do it.
Yeah, anyone can do it. I know I watched Lily Riggin be a performer.
Yes.
And so I've seen some of her performances.
You should ask her and her mom about Vanilla Ice, because they could have witnessed and been part of that fun too.
I will have to ask them about that. That's fun. But so if you want to sign up, you can do that all online or by calling if that's not a thing. If online's not an option for you, you can always
And it's
call.
a youth fundraiser, so Amy Hessel's the point person, and by all means, with all of this gibberish that we're throwing at everyone this morning, I would encourage anyone to call the Y with questions or to check out our website or Facebook page or whatever it might be. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Did we miss anything?
Well, so we do have one. Speaking of Facebook, I just posted last night that we have a surprise coming to the Y, and I'm really excited about it. So if you haven't checked out,
I really want to know what the surprise is.
If you haven't checked out our Facebook page yet, I would encourage everyone to do that. My girls, my daughters.
Is it on there right now, the surprise?
No, it's not revealed. We're just, my daughters
You're just teasing us.
We're teasing you. My daughters love riddles and jokes and all sorts of like clues and things. So at the Y, we thought we would give a few little riddles and hints and clues up until the end of May, when we can, or the beginning of June-ish, when we can reveal this big surprise. So details.
So there's a riddle or something on the page that we can.
There's going to be more details coming. So keep checking back to social media. Last night we only announced that there's going to be a surprise. So now it's official, because we told the Facebook world, and we told all of you that
it's official.
There's a surprise coming. So we'll give you some hints and clues along the way, but we're really, really excited about it.
Well, now I'm excited.
Okay, good.
Now I want to know.
I'm not very good at keeping secrets, but I'm going to try really hard.
What could the surprise be?
More to come.
More to come. Ew! I'm going to have to think about all this. Okay, so we'll have to check out. We can do that together even on the show. Check out as you guys post updates and try to figure this stuff out
We
together.
would love that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's a surprise coming at the Y, and we're all interested now. You've got our attention, and we're all just waiting for the next post That's what you wanted.
We'll post. I promise.
All right.
We'll give you clues.
Hopefully you don't wait too long.
Okay. Is today too long? Should we post something today for
Yes.
you?
If you could do that right after the show. Thank you.
I'll go right back to the office and take care of it.
All right. So tons of stuff, as you heard, tons of stuff going on at the Y. Lots of things that you can sign up for, whether it be for you or the youngsters that are going to be getting out of school soon, and get them signed up for activities so they're not just sitting around the house eating all your food, all that junk food and stuff. It's important to have them out and about doing things, and I'm interested in a few of these things for Hanley too. She's going to be so excited. But so it sounds like May 24th, most of these things will be like live and up and ready to go. Some of them are now, but
May 24th,
everything
they'll
else will
all be there.
Okay.
Yep.
So start watching the website and get signed up.
You got it.
Awesome. We're going to go to a quick break, and then I have a few more things. But before that, you have to do the what's in the box because, well,
I've never done that.
What?
I've never done it.
Oh my gosh, this is just crazy.
This stage is full of surprises now.
Is.
What just happened?
So CBI, one of our sponsors, and Toyota of Muscatine, they sponsor different games on our show.
Yes.
And so Toyota sponsors What's in the Box. And so you're going to get to do this.
I've seen this. I've seen this on your show plenty of times, but I've never.
But you've never been the one.
I'm nervous.
Oh.
I'm also not very good at this.
You should be nervous. Okay, so you put your hands in, and before you start feeling around, you got to pop open the doors for us so that everybody can watch.
Okay.
And you have to either close your eyes or you can't look at the screen. Don't be a cheater.
Okay. I won't cheat. Okay. So doors open out?
Yep,
like
they open out.
Doors?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I see.
There you go.
I've never paid attention to that part.
There you go. And now there's a plate of stuff.
That's disgusting.
What's it feel like?
It's weird. It's really weird. My first thought was going to be like like almost slime.
Okay.
Not slime, but like the what is it, kinetic sand or like one of those kind of things. It's not sand. Then I'm thinking like, so it's certainly not rice. It could almost be like couscous or something weird if it's edible.
I don't think it's edible.
I don't think so either. It does not feel like it should be edible. I'm sorry, I don't think I would eat it. I don't even know what it is, but it's ooh.
So today I'll also tell you some of the national days.
Okay.
And
is this a clue?
So this
is a riddle?
One of these might be a clue.
Okay.
So Lutheran Living sponsors our national days and this day in history. So it's Eat What You Want Day.
Okay.
Twilight Zone Day and Foam Rolling Day.
Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing.
So these are all the days, and apparently whatever's in that box has something to do with one of those days. So a certain word from one of those days.
It's not
specifically
moon dough, I don't think, but it's something like, I feel like it's along the lines of like slime and sand and all of that, like all of the yeah. Oh,
this is a hard one. He gave you a hard one for the first day.
I'm new at this.
I know.
I needed an easy one.
Not very nice. So
I'm sticking with my hunch, but I don't know.
You think it's like one of those?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think you did pretty good.
Okay.
It's actually, so let's pull up.
Do I get to see? Ooh, it's yellow.
It's yellow.
It's yellow.
It's Foam Alive.
Foam Alive. I should have known.
You should have known that.
I should have known.
Seriously. This must be new, though, because Hanley hasn't made me buy this yet.
Magically comes to life.
But it is kind of...
It's kind of funky.
Weird feeling.
It is. Have you felt it?
I haven't felt it
You should
yet.
probably feel it.
I should feel it. Oh, it does feel foamy.
Right?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That's fun.
I don't think my kids have that one either.
Yeah, well...
Might have to try some.
Now they're going to want it.
That's right.
Hanley will want it after she sees today's show. Dang it. Well, thanks again for coming on and telling us all the things that's happening at the Y. We're going to go to a quick commercial here, and then we have a few more things to share with you on the show today before we wrap things up.
Hello, I'm Tennille with R7 Reclaimed, located in Grandview, Iowa. We mix old and new goods together so that you can find the story of your home. When you get here, you will find a mix of old and new goods that are put together so seamlessly you won't even be able to tell which is which. And not only that, it's going to speak to you and your home. We are worth the road trip. We call it the R7 road trip. So punch in 337 Cemetery Lane, Grandview, Iowa into that GPS and make the road trip.
All right, so I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but Hy-Vee posted that they're having a one-day sale. This is for Muscatine stores only. You have to take in the coupon or show them this coupon on your phone, and it's a one-day sale for today only, Tuesday, May 11th. You can earn $1 off per gallon with a $100 purchase in the store. So that's pretty good. $1 off per gallon is pretty legit. So you do have to bring in that coupon or show the coupon like on your phone or whatever in order to get that deal. But if you have grocery shopping to do, then today is the day for that, folks. That's a pretty good deal, especially if you need some gas. Those prices are going up. I don't like it. One last thing that we're going to share with you. Yesterday was National Clean Your Room Day, and so I felt like I should hunt around for some tips and tricks for you. And so we're going to share with you what the hack, and it is some hacks about spring cleaning, and we're going to share that with you now, and I'll be right back. Pretty good tips, I'd say. I'm always up for a good hack that you can use around the house. I love the dryer sheets one. I'm going to definitely try that one around the house. So thank you guys so much for joining us and listening to all the great things that are happening at the Y for our, not only for the youth to do, but for ourselves as well. So hopefully you guys hop online and get signed up for some of those things to keep everyone busy this summer. I am excited for tomorrow's show as well, so I hope you guys will join us again tomorrow at 9 o'clock for tomorrow's show. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Muscatine Today show. Until then, I hope that you remember that kindness is free. So spread that stuff wherever you go.
DJ Deere here at Toyota Muscatine, and this is what it feels like to have a brand new Toyota.
It's the new car smell.
It's the new stories.
It's the new adventure. It's the memories.
Come and see us for your 2020 Toyota.